Claude for writers and creators, the plain version. Here is the part of making things that nobody romanticizes, the massive gap of effort required between having the initial idea and finally hitting the publish button, the blank page that stays blank, the outline that keeps rearranging itself, the second draft that needs an editor you don't have. And when the piece is finally done, it still has to become a newsletter, a thread, and a carousel by Friday. The ideas are why you do this, but the assembly is what eats the week. So we draw a strict boundary. The ideas, the voice, and the name on the final piece are exclusively yours. Claude just handles the mechanical assembly. You can paste in a raw, rambling voice memo and watch it snap directly into a structured outline and a first draft. You can ask for an editor's memo that flags exactly what works, what drags, and where the argument thins out. You can feed it 10 as your past articles, extracting your specific voice patterns, so every future draft starts in your own registers. And you can take one finished piece and automatically repurpose it into 3 distinct formats at once. This workflow relies on the internal architecture of skills, projects, and artifacts, pulling source material directly from connectors like your Google Drive. These features are available on the Pro, Max, Team, and Enterprise tiers. Claude is not an autonomous creator. It is a high-speed assembly engine designed to bypass mechanical friction, letting your own ideas ship faster. We start with Habit 1, beating the blank page. The method here is to draft entirely from your own raw material. You brainstorm your angles in conversation first, you settle the sections and beats, and then you hand Claude your bullet points or a voice memo transcript. The system organizes those scattered thoughts into a rigid, numbered outline. From there, you ask for a first pass. Long-form authors run this exact play at manuscript scale. They brainstorm scenes, track multiple points of view, and maintain thematic threads across dozens of chapters. Because the initial ideas, the stories, and the takes all come directly from you, the resulting draft is built squarely on your intellectual property. Habit 2 covers the refinement phase. You edit the text like you have a full-time professional editor reviewing your work. You start by asking for an editor's memo. You get big picture feedback on the strength of the argument and the pacing before anyone touches the individual sentences. Then you run targeted passes, one at a time. You ask strictly for a pacing pass, then a tone pass, and finally a pass just to kill the filler words. Claude gives observations and targeted suggestions. Your job is to accept, reject, or rewrite them line by line, rather than letting the AI overwrite the whole document. This precise, targeted workflow ensures the final piece ships structurally tighter while remaining distinctly in your own voice. Habit 3 is distribution. You need to take that finished work and scale it across multiple platforms. You have the system study 10 of your best past pieces, extracting your specific sentence rhythm and vocabulary. You encode that into a voice skill. You keep a dedicated project open for a specific publication. This keeps your back catalog, your style notes, and your audience context loaded into the system. Then you feed one finished long-form script into the stack and extract multiple distinct formats out. Each of these new pieces is natively structured for its platform: a newsletter, a thread, or a carousel, all generated from one source piece. This breaks the 1-to-1 ratio of time to content. A solo creator achieves multi-channel distribution from a single text without sounding like anyone else. When you string these 3 habits together, the mechanical friction disappears, and you can measure the actual time saved. Anthropic's own influencer marketing team freed up over 100 hours a month just on writing scripts. For drafting full, long-form case studies, their customer marketing team dropped the required time from 2.5 hours down to 30 minutes. That is a 5 times collapse from a blank page to a polished first draft. The ultimate benefit of removing assembly friction is simple. The hours come back, and they go entirely to the ideas and the craft. This is episode 6 of Claude at Work. Next up, we cover how designers use the platform.